Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we will see Canto 1, Chapter 5 of Bhagavatam with the title NARADA'S Instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam for Vyasadeva. So in the previous chapter, we saw that Narada Muni met Vyasadeva and the conversation between them led to Bhagavatam. So Veda Vyasa greeted sage Narada with great respect and asked him to be seated. Narada Muni, he sensed that Veda Vyasa was very unhappy and restless. So in order to motivate him, he praised him, stated as Narada Uvacha. Narada said, Parasharya Mahabhaga, O son of Parashara, the most fortunate, Bhavata Kachidatmanam, you are self-realized. Paritushyati Sharira, are you satisfied by identifying the body as Atma Manasa Evava, self or mind as objects of self-realization. So he praised Veda Vyasa as a very self-realized person, and he also said that how great is your work, that you have given us the Mahabharata, the 17 Puranas, the Brahma Sutras. But in spite of your great work, why is it that you still feel very unhappy and restless? So Veda Vyasa agreed to sage Narada's observation and he asked him to kindly help him. So Veda Vyasa praised Narada Muni as a very knowledgeable person, the one who can travel the three worlds and the one who can penetrate like air. Narada advised Veda Vyasa that the reason for his unhappiness was because he did not compose a literature which glorified the Lord. To give more clarity, he told Veda Vyasa that a sloka which is composed with mistakes but which glorifies the Lord is cherished by the purified souls in comparison to a sloka which is perfect but which does not glorify the Lord, which is stated as Yasmin Prati Slokam Abattha Vadyati, a sloka in which every stanza is irregularly composed, Namani, the transcendental name, Anantasya, of the unlimited Lord, Yashunkitani, glories depicted, Shrinvanti Gayanti Grinanti Sadavaha, meaning it is heard, sung and accepted by the purified souls. So such a grantha would remove the sins of all the people. So Narada motivated Veda Vyasa to compose such a grantha. And in order to do so, he asked him to go into deep meditation or samadhi. He said that mind would be peaceful only when you talk about or think about God, else it will be restless like a boat in a storm. So only few people, can control their senses and realize God. For those who cannot control their senses and realize the God, so please give a grantha for them so that they can easily realize God. And he also told that if a person has deep devotion to the Lord, and even if he might just fall down, the God will be there to protect him, in comparison to a person who has followed all the dharmas but does not have any devotion to the Lord. So we should always aim to be devoted to the Lord rather than aiming for any material happiness or other things. So Narada, in order to motivate Veda Vyasa further, he spoke about his previous birth, where he was born to a maid servant. So she was a single parent and she took care of him so well, and Narada was a very obedient and a very calm boy. So once to their village, 4 Vaishnava Munis had come and they were going to stay there for 4 months. So Narada's mother was chosen as the person to help them by cleaning their vessels and for their help. So she advised Narada to follow these munis wherever they went with folded hands and deep respect. So after a while, these munis, they noticed Narada, who was a very small boy at that time, and they were drawn by his calm nature, his discipline and his obedience. So in order to reward him, they gave him the leftover of their food. The moment Narada ate the leftovers from the Vaishnava Munis, he felt a great amount of transformation in him, and the devotional service to the Lord increased enormously. And he was continuously listening to the stories of the Lord, which these munis used to chant, and he was so drawn towards the Lord. And these munis grew so fond of Narada that they shared secret knowledge given to them by the Lord himself. So a guru, if you take, is a person who removes the ignorance and guides a person to reach their destiny. So Narada was such a great guru that he motivated Veda Vyasa to compose the great Bhagavatham. So we will meet in the next video of Canto 1, Chapter 6.